What's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and man, we are back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Sunday, June 20th. We got Game 1 of the Clippers versus Suns series, and it's going to look a whole lot different than what you might have expected if I told you this at the beginning of the season, or even, heck, even a month ago, because you got no Kawhi Leonard, you got no Chris Paul. It's going to be these two teams duking it out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate everyone that has been subscribing recently. We can't do it without you guys. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers one day. So subscribe if you are new. We do daily picks videos, not only for the NBA, also for MLB. Logan gives out his favorite baseball bets of the day. And of course, since I already said for every NBA game, you know we got one for Hawks versus Sixers Game 7. So check that one out. Link down below in the description or at the end of the video. Whatever you want to do. Shout out to our COS All-Stars. These people, the real MVPs, all of them. You guys are killing it. I believe 85 COS All-Stars. We can't do it without you. If you want to join, it costs $2.99 a month. Helps support Logan and I for doing these picks videos every single morning. We really appreciate all you guys' support. Sorry I'm going to change the scenery, but we're going to keep rocking and rolling today. And be sure, like I always say, be sure to do your research, unit those limit sizes, because we know how sharp these books are in the NBA playoffs specifically. And as always, make sure you're having fun out there. Don't lose your paycheck on the next bet. We're moving on. Today we got Game 1. And the Suns, despite being without Chris Paul, they find themselves as 4. Yes, 4, not 5. 4-point favorites. Could move, could go down, could go up as the day goes on. Over-under set at 221. Tip-off will be about 3:40 Eastern Standard Time. And I'm hoping for a good game. Let me know your favorite bet down below in the description or in the comments below. I want to see what you guys are betting on today. And let me know in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, it is the one of the second link, who knows, in the description down below. I believe we're almost at 1,900 members. So join the Discord if you haven't already. Let's get into it. We're taking Devin Booker. So he was on the thumbnail. You know why we're here. Devin Booker over 29.5 points, -110 on MGM. I'm locking this in, and I would not be surprised to see this line go up to 30.5 points today. So we're locking it in. Devin Booker has scored 30-plus points in 5 of 10 games. So 50-50. He's hit 30-plus in 5 of their 10 postseason games so far. And today, we got no CP3. So, you know, with Booker, the best part about him is, 1, he's probably going to shoot it a lot, especially without Chris Paul. And 2, well, he's going to play 40-plus minutes today. And it's not even a must-win game. I mean, sure, almost every playoff game is almost a must-win. But regardless, he's playing 40-plus minutes. He hardly rests. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that be the case again today. He's going to attempt even more shots without Chris Paul, initiate some more of the offense. And so we saw Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz go berserk on this Clippers defense. And while I don't necessarily expect Devin Booker to go out there and drop 38, 45 points a game, I still think he's about as talented, and they're both emerging young superstars in this league, and Devin Booker should go out there. Now, who else is going to shoot for the dang Phoenix Suns? I mean, Monty Williams, great coach, love him. I don't think he wants to see Cameron Payne shooting more shots than Devin Booker, and I don't think that will be the case today. They're going to get the ball to Booker, and I think he will decide most possessions. I do not mind taking his PRA line. He has been killing his RA line, which you don't know, RA is rebounds plus assists. He's been killing that line. He's also assists. I believe it's juiced up to 6.5. Not exactly sure the value on it, but not a bad bet too. I do expect him to have the ball in his hands a good amount of these possessions, and he will determine who will be shooting, and I'm sure he'll be calling his name more often than not. So I think today he goes out and gets us a 30-piece, and that's why I'm locking it in. We're locking it in. Devin Booker over 30.5 points. Moving on to my next play, DeAndre Ayton over 25.5 points plus rebounds. I know. I'm an addict. I put it at the bottom of the screen, and I need help. Maybe this is my cry for help, but maybe you guys aren't helping a brother out. If you're new to the channel, you're probably like, what is he talking about? Why is he talking about DeAndre Ayton like this? Well, Ayton, he never treats us well. We always pick his over or under, and he's like, all right, and then he slaps you, and he's like, all right, here's a big game. And so, except for right now, I'm on a 1-game winning streak with DeAndre Ayton. I did bet his double-double back in the Nuggets series, and I probably should have done that today, but maybe I should have quit while I'm ahead. But we're taking DeAndre Ayton over 25.5 points plus rebounds, and here's why. With Ayton, I got to use some reverse logic, because I look at it, he has not hit this line. He destroyed this line in the first couple games of the Lakers series. In the first 4 games, destroyed it. He absolutely killed it. And then since then, 6 games played, he has only hit this line in 1 of those 6 games. So naturally, normal Austin would come on here, look at the analytics and say, 1 of 6 games. This man's terrible. Charles Barkley impersonation. He's terrible. I should bet the under, but I won't fall into the trap like DeAndre Ayton wants me to do. And maybe he makes me reverse fall into the trap, reverse big slip, slap, snip, snap, snip, snap. I like this play solely because the Clippers don't run a big man. And, you know, you saw Rudy Gobert, and that man stinks. And he couldn't find a post hook if it hit him in the face. But with Ayton, he's much quicker on his feet. So you saw Terrence Mann drop 39 points in Game 6 of that series. Now, Ayton, while he doesn't have the Defensive Player of the Year accolades to his name, still a very good defender and much quicker than Gobert. He can actually get inside the paint and outside the paint, move his feet much more athletic, and he can go out there and make a post hook, which is what the Jazz refused to give Gobert. And I don't blame him because I don't think Gobert can hit him, but they're going to feed him in the post today, and I expect him to score a lot of points. Maybe he'll get up to 20-plus points, and he should be able to get 6-plus rebounds. I do think he has a good, if you don't have his points plus rebounds, I'd probably take his points, 14.5, 15.5 points. I think he can get that just because he's got a post hook and he can rim run and catch lobs, something that Rudy Gobert could not do. They didn't even look at him in the paint. They will look for Ayton today. At least I hope so, because I'll be taking it 25.5 points plus rebounds. I think they'll be able to exploit those small ball Clippers more than the Jazz did because they refused. And maybe I learned my lesson. This is game 1, so it's a lot done. You don't really know what to expect, so we'll know more today. Limit those unit sizes, but I'm locking it in. DeAndre Ayton over 25.5 points plus rebounds, and I'm ready to get hurt. My last play is a little bit juiced. Mikal Bridges over 3.5 rebounds, -144 on FanDuel. I'm sure it will be more juiced by the time you're seeing this, so maybe throwing into a parlay. Maybe don't even play it if you don't want to, but shout out to Thomas in the Discord for bringing this one to my attention. And I know it's juiced, but it's for good reason. In this playoffs, he has hit this over in 6 of 10 games. So 60%, and it's not necessarily 9 of 10 games, but 60% is pretty good. But against the Clippers in the regular season, he hit this line in all 3 games. And it wasn't even close. It wasn't like he hit 4 rebounds each game. He had 5+ in each game, so I don't mind the 4.5. But also, in those 3 games alone, Chris Paul, he logged 19 rebounds. So I'm not saying, Chris Paul's not there. We got over 6 rebounds going out there, but Chris Paul doesn't normally log that many rebounds in a game, so there are some rebounds out there for people to get. Campaign will obviously scoop up a couple of them, but I think some of those rebounds will go towards Mikal Bridges, and I think we'll be able to get them. Now, the good thing about Mikal Bridges, he is arguably the Phoenix Suns' best perimeter defender, and I think he will be out on the court 36, 40-plus minutes today. Now, I do not know the matchups, which is why I'm kind of hesitant to bet too much in this series, so probably won't be doing too much money on it, but, you could see maybe Jay Crowder on Paul George, maybe Mikal Bridges on Reggie Jackson. It's hard. Maybe Jay Crowder on Marcus Morris. I don't really know what to expect the defensive matchup so far. Do expect to see DeAndre Ayton on probably a Terrence Mann or maybe a Nicholas Batum. But either way, I'm still locking it in. Mikal Bridges over 3.5 rebounds. I think he's got a good chance of hitting this, and that's why I'm taking it. I'm taking it with confidence, even though it's juiced. He's going to compete for rebounds, going to play a lot of minutes, and that's why I'm locking it in. Now, I know people might want a same-game parlay, but I'm not going to make one of those. If you want one, go check out the Hawks versus Sixers video. I have one in that game. If I had to bet the spreads, I'd probably bet the Suns, just because I think this is a letdown spot for the Clippers. Now, I think the Suns are a better team defensively than the Jazz were. I mean, sure, they had Rudy Gobert, but they just don't match up well with them. And I think the length of the Suns can really match up well against this Clippers team. And so that's where I'd lean, but I won't bet a spread or an over-under officially in this game until we see where. Yeah, I think it could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers won, but I do expect the Suns to take it home today. A recap of our official plays: Devin Booker over 29.5 points. DeAndre Ayton over 25.5 points plus rebounds. If you don't have his points plus rebounds, probably just try to bet a double-double. I think he can get that. And Mikal Bridges over 3.5 rebounds. Those are my official plays. Go check out the Hawks versus Sixers Game 7 video, because that game is arguably more important than this one. Win or go home. I'll link it right there. Appreciate all you guys' support. Shout out to all the new people, new subscribers joining the channel. We really appreciate it. Let me know your favorite bet down below in the comments below. I'll check it out. Let's go make some money today. Peace. Peace.